All right. Well, hello, faithful listener. Actually, we have two
Hello,
now. I forgot to mention that we
listeners.
have two. The got two people I work with watch now, so that's good. Two listeners, awesome. Welcome back to another episode, the third episode of ATL Hawks Nest podcast. Um, Welcome back. Again, if you guys have any questions or you're interested in what we're doing here, want to know more, you can get us at atlhawksnest at gmail.com or tweet us at atlhawksnest. So on the show today, we're one day away from the regular season starting, so that's super exciting. But we're
Woohoo!
gonna, yeah, so we'll just talk a little bit about that. We'll get into talking about some of our what we think our awards are going to be, individual awards for players on the team, kind of projected outlook for how they're looking. Then we're going to get into it's a busy week this week for the Hawks. We got 4 games this week, so we'll do a little bit of game previews for each one of those, and then end with what's supposed to be a fun trivia question. So yeah, let's just jump right in. I am crazy excited. I don't know about you. I feel like it's Christmas, like Eve right now.
Yeah, aside from really the basketball schedule, I'd say obviously opening night is the best, followed by Christmas, the Christmas Day games. Um, and then they usually have New Year's Day games, which is pretty nice when I'm hungover on my birthday, on the couch watching basketball all day. It's pretty nice. And then obviously the playoffs. So this is uh, this is definitely Christmas come early.
Big time. They usually have day games on MLK holiday also, which are nice.
Oh
Although I'm
yeah,
usually
that's right.
working, but I didn't have to work.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
they always do. They usually try to do one in Atlanta, don't they? Or
Yeah, I
Atlanta
Yeah,
think
or
so.
Memphis. They usually have games both.
I
Um,
think you're right.
yeah,
yeah, I think we've actually played them too, maybe once or
nice.
twice. But yeah, it's just a good all-around day. It's a lot of work, and well, it'll be a lot of work for us now that we decided to, start this potty up, and um, that's just
Yeah, a lot of
that just
work,
adds to the excitement for me. Yeah, quote unquote
a
work.
lot of work.
But it's definitely an exciting time
Yeah,
because we were
absolutely.
great last year, and we want to do better, and that's great because it's
Yeah,
great.
I feel like expectations are high this year. I think there's a decent number of people in the media who are a little bit down on our chances this year, on the Hawks' chances, and
Yeah, I
um,
definitely just saw Mr. Barkley saying that we won't even finish in the top five of the
ugh.
East, which, look, man, Charles, you're great, but sometimes your hot takes suck.
It's
And
definitely true though.
and that's one of them. That's one of them that's just bad. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
that'll be proven wrong. There's no way they're
yeah,
finishing lower
if
than
we
third.
finish sixth in the East, like blow it up. It's time to end it.
Yeah, something went horribly, horribly wrong. Um, I don't know,
But
but
a lot of
yeah,
people
it's
are high
it's
on us though, so that's also good.
yeah, no, for sure. I think who posted that? Stein's rankings came out earlier, power
Yeah,
rankings, and
Adam did.
what did he
yeah.
have a second in the East?
He,
Sorry.
he had a second in the East and like eighth overall. He had, I think Miami was right behind us. And another Eastern Conference team was right behind Miami.
Yeah,
Obviously, he had Cleveland first in the East.
yeah. I feel like eighth in the East or eighth overall is yeah. I'd say that's a fairly good spot for them. I can't find much disagreement with that, um, especially with how quality the West is for sure. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
I,
getting into
yeah.
what was that? No, go ahead,
Yeah,
Gene.
I was gonna say it's probably very West top heavy, which for obvious reasons. But if we're a top 10 or top five team in the NBA, which I think we could definitely we could definitely achieve, um, prove all those naysayers wrong, man. Again, we get no love, and we always have a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah, it'll definitely be fun out here. It's always interesting talking to different basketball fans from different cities and everything. So like getting to hear some Warriors fans' perspectives on everything. Should be interesting. So
Yeah.
Have any of the Warriors fans griped about the Hawks stealing their training staff this offseason?
Oh, I'm the people I know don't probably follow it that closely. Let's be honest. Like
They probably have no idea.
Well, like I mean, the
Yeah.
people I know follow it pretty close, but that's a whole nother level. That's like start your own podcast level.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
So.
We also, I was also reading some. It was a WSB article, and they, y'all probably saw this. It was the annual pro franchise rankings.
Oh,
And
I did not see that.
the Hawks they had their highest ranking ever, which was 29th out of 122 pro teams. They
All right.
ranked them on a bunch of different stuff like affordability of going to the games.
Number one, maybe.
Winning, yeah, and that one, it was the average ticket cost was $35, which is which was $20 less than the average NBA ticket.
Yeah, that
which
sounds
I thought
about
was pretty
right.
neat.
Wow.
Because when we go, we get pretty like for $35, we're sitting pretty good.
Yeah, you're sitting really good. You're definitely, maybe 20 rows back.
Yeah.
In
Given
the first
that
level.
obviously the night and the opponent and
Yeah,
whatnot,
for
but for $35, I mean, if I could budgeting if I had that when I was in school and actually had cash, maybe I'd be a different person, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the success from last year and the later start times. I think Adam was mentioning that they're starting at 8 o'clock instead of 7 now. What that'll do for like attendance this year. It'll be interesting to see.
It'll do nothing but help.
Yeah, it's got to be a good thing.
Yeah. Well, as long as those tickets stay affordable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing like deciding on the day of the game that you're going to go and paying $20 to go. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
I have to plan a little farther in advance out here.
I did see last year, a lot of times I tried to go to the games and you couldn't find any decent seats for around that $30-$35 price range. It was always hiked up to $50-$60, but I think this year is going to be different.
Yeah, I'd pay $20 more if it meant we had really good fan support every night.
Yeah, yeah.
We got spoiled by the 08-09 seasons where we could buy tickets on Craigslist for $5 an hour before the game started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just go sit sit a couple rows behind the bench. Oh, what up, Steve?
Oh, hello.
What up, fam?
Late joiner.
Hey, what up, fam?
Hey, better late than never.
Just crash the party, why don't you?
Sorry, I didn't. I should have made my introduction known. I can always back out.
No,
we're just talking about how excited we are for the season right now. So.
Hell yeah, I'm excited that we're underrated again. I think we got, I'm sure you guys already covered it, but we definitely got better.
Yeah. Yeah,
We were actually just talking about that Mark Stein on ESPN.com is the only talking head or famous writer that has us ranked appropriately. Second in the East.
I would trust him, but I think he's tanned half of his brains out at least. He's so tan all the time.
Yeah, he is unseasonably tan, like a lot of the time.
Oh, man.
That is an astute observation.
That's nice. Oh man,
that's cool.
All right, so I don't know about you all, but I think my MVP for this year for the team is gonna be Teague. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Nice. That's what I said.
Yeah, I think just like I don't know. It feels like one of those years. Like he's kind of approaching that make or break point where he's gonna either he was an all-star last year. Can he continue that pace? Can he take it to another level? I think we've seen in the past a few guards out there who made the all-star team, and then the next year they step their game up even higher level. So I'm hoping to see the same thing in the Teague this year.
Yeah, I think if we keep winning, that's gonna the accolades and the praise for Teague is going to continue. Because he's gonna go. We're gonna go as he goes. If he's healthy, if he's pushing the ball, making good decisions, that's gonna be our team. And I picked him as the MVP as well. Um, he's always been just rock solid. He's never really missed a lot of time. He's never really been nicked up or banged up. Anything that's come up, he's always played. And if he stays healthy, I think this is that make or break year where he's going to be viewed as a perennial all-star, or he's just kind of I wouldn't say a one-hit wonder, but
I think the only thing that keeps him off the floor as far as I think last year he made such a huge leap as far as A, getting coverage in the media, B, proving that he needed that on the court, or that he earned it on the court. But I don't know, what I saw is his shooting kind of took him out of his rhythm when he was in the game. If his shooting wasn't there, it kind of he lost his focus a little bit. And over the years, I think he's always had the skills, right? He's always had raw talent, the raw ability, but just that focus and then getting more minutes and just capitalizing on all that. So I think for him, his spot-up shooting and getting a little more, getting some better looks from behind the arc I think that's his key this year. I think that's where he hopefully improves.
Yeah, from what I've seen of him in the preseason, his shot it looks a little more refined. Like it just looks like he has another year in the NBA, and it's gonna improve. I think his percentages are gonna improve in the mid range specifically. Because I remember a couple of years ago, it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I remember his floater being pretty much unstoppable. Once he got to 10 feet and in, it was basically game over. And I think he needs to kind of get back to that floater. I mean, because it was one of his go-to shots, and if he does that, implements that, and gets more consistent with his mid-range and his floater, and he keeps doing well at the line, I think he could average 20 points a game, 20 and 7, 20 and 8. I don't think it's out of the question.
Yeah, I agree with what Steve was saying earlier about last year. He was less prone to kind of, like he has been in his career, he's been prone to kind of drifting and maybe not staying focused and dialed in all the time. Last year, I think that happened less often, and that's why he finally became an all-star. But I'd like to see this year, I'd like to see it never happen. Like so many times last year where he was our closer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember the All-Star game where he totally zoned out.
Yeah.
Is there the skills competition?
Yeah.
God.
He had it in the bag.
Yeah.
He was at the pre-party, I think, and was like, whatever. I got a couple mimosas, or I get a couple gin and tonics in me. I'm good.
He's probably like, "Where's my appearance check?"
Yeah.
I need that All-Star Saturday night money.
Get a shot of these kicks. I'm getting paid by the minute. They're on TV, so let's go.
Yeah, I think Stevie brought up something interesting about Teague is like that if his shot's not falling, he can kind of tune out a little bit. So maybe that's like that room for improvement that Adam was talking about, that like, he figures out a way to influence the game when his shot's not falling and figure out how to, because I mean, that's the thing about the best point guards in the game is, they have an influence on the game whether or not they're making shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
So
Coach Bud was really harping on him moving without the ball more and playing better off the ball this season.
that's
Yeah,
good.
he's got the quickness to, like, if someone's not paying attention help side for half of a second, he's got the quickness to get anywhere he wants to on the court, and that is definitely an asset of his that he should definitely that he should utilize a lot more.
Well, yeah, and it's going to be even more important, the more him and Schroeder play together. If they're in the lineup at the same time, being able to play off the ball. Because I think
Exactly.
Teague is probably a little better at that than Schroeder is. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
and
it's going to be important.
I was gonna ask, do you think? I mean, I think this. I think that Schroeder, the development of him is it's not coincidental to the development of Teague. I mean, last year you saw Schroeder, from year one to year two, he made, I think, a pretty huge jump, just in his overall game, and you saw that with Teague as well. I think this year coming in, Schroeder has definitely improved in all aspects of his game, and in practice, the stuff that we don't see and stuff that a lot of people doesn't see, I think that's gonna rub off on Teague, and he's gonna have something to prove.
But Schroeder's so. To watching NBA, watching basketball, watching any sort of sports, you've got to have a leader out on the court. And for
Yeah.
me, Schroeder doesn't exhibit that at all. He's young.
You don't think
He's
so?
impetuous. He's prone to turnovers. And this is not knocking the man down at all.
Yeah.
But those are things that, like you're saying, Gene, if Teague had to work on it, Teague had to figure out, and just going to come by the school of hard knocks, really. Because once
Yeah.
again, you've got a guy that's got all the skill set. He's just got to come out on the court and show that he can control the pace of the game and get everybody involved and not turn the damn ball over.
We can swear a little bit on here. It's okay.
Yeah. This is the internet.
I think Gene's right
curse
though. I
word
think it can only push Teague to make him better. I mean, having somebody, even if I agree with what you're saying, Steve, that Schroeder maybe has a lot of areas to improve on, but I think he's still going to push Teague to be a better player. Because Teague's always going to be looking in his rearview mirror. If he screws up, there's somebody on the bench to come out and spell him.
Yeah. And obviously, we shared that article of, Schroeder wanting to start, and you have to know what your faults are to improve to be a starter. He's not a starter for a reason, and I would think that a heady basketball player would want to, if you're going to come out in the media and say that, in the context of what he said, yeah, I think that he knows that what he has to improve on all those areas you all talked about, the turnovers, the boneheaded plays, the shooting. I think he knows that, and I hope I haven't been enticed or duped by what he did in the summer with Germany, But I think from what I saw there and in the preseason, I think he's gonna elevate his game. I think that's gonna elevate Teague as well.
So is everybody kind of in agreement that Teague might be the MVP this season, or does anybody else feel differently?
I think Al takes it.
Al?
Of our
Yeah.
MVP of our team, yeah.
Yeah.
I would pick the boss as well, or the Godfather.
Yeah.
He's like the head coach on the floor, man. He just you can tell everybody just looks at Al to see what to do and how he reacts.
What do y'all think about Al trying to expand his game? Obviously it's the preseason, but he was chucking a lot of threes, man. Like,
Yeah, he was.
I'd like to see the numbers on what his percentages were for the preseason. I know I think it was the first play of the Memphis game. He had the ball up top. He had a good 3-4 feet of space, the guy wasn't guarding him. He didn't even think twice. Didn't even think twice and let it fly. His shot looks good. It looks good. I like the thought of him expanding his game. I think it's only natural for him because
Yeah.
he is such a good mid-range shooter, you know. And last year he could, you know, proved he could hit those corner threes in the playoffs. You know, that big shot against was it
So
Washington?
yeah.
Yeah.
So he shot 37% during
Yep.
the preseason.
That's pretty That's pretty good. That's pretty flacking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, spread
Yeah.
it on. Spread it on.
Yeah.
Stretch.
I mean, if he could shoot around that percentage, for the whole season, like, yeah, like look out, like for sure, he's definitely. I mean, you know, that's my boy. Like, I got his
Oh,
jersey
yeah.
hanging in my closet for a reason. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You can't forget that he was finally healthy this offseason. He's
Yeah.
in a contract year. Not that Horford seems like the guy that really plays for money, but everybody really plays for money.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't deny it if I was, you know, I'd be
Yeah.
like, all right, yeah, I'm playing for a contract. Who cares?
I mean, last year he had to take all of November just to get back in the flow of things and get his feet underneath him. So he's going to come out the
Yeah.
gate strong this year, I hope. I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Dope. So kind of along those lines, and this might be kind of a double question, like who is your sixth man? So it's kind of like who's your first person off the bench, or maybe not. I don't know. It might be different people for you. I don't know how everybody feels about that. I honestly don't know who my sixth man is. So
I mean, I did Dennis as sixth man and most improved. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm doubling down on Dennis this summer. Like,
the driving the train, the
I'm
shoe.
driving the wagon, baby.
Don't ruin this for the rest of us.
You what?
I said, don't ruin this for the rest of us. You're going to jinx them.
There
Yeah,
with
I
your
know.
terrible luck right now.
Oh, another
Ooh,
luck joke.
yeah.
Uh,
It's never gonna get old.
I hate you guys. I hate you.
For those who
How
don't know,
about
the
everybody
team
pick
has
somebody
Andrew Luck
besides
in
Dennis?
fantasy.
I hate
I
you
feel like
'cause
Dennis
hate
is the
myself.
obvious choice.
I'm going to go Moose on this one. I'm going to go Moose steps up this year.
As your sixth man or most improved, or both.
I'm going to go both. I'm going to go
All right.
both.
Wow.
I can't go both because he's not really a sixth man. I'd say most improved.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You.
I also
So I
had.
take
I
it you
also
would.
had.
That means you think he's the fourth big guy off the bench then.
I'd say he's the third.
Third ahead of
Splitter.
Splitter.
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
Well, let's see. We've got Al. He's going to be starting at center again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got Tiago backing him up.
Yep.
So he would be your third.
Well, I think I think
Ours
when
is-
they bring Splitter in, a lot of the times it'll be Horford will be at power forward as well. I think you'll see that a lot this year, which will be interesting because I feel like Horford hasn't got to play very much power forward, even though technically like body type that's what he would be playing.
But I think also a couple seasons ago we kind of dispelled the I felt like we were always mad because Al was playing out of position. He was he's a power forward and not a center. But if you think about it, in I guess the newer age of the NBA where fours are really fives and vice versa, he is pretty much the prototypical big man. He can handle the rock on the break. He's developing his 3-point shot to become a stretch. His mid range is lights out. He is the prototypical center now that you would want. Starting in the middle.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Along the Moose point is I think we're going to see a lot of different bench groups depending on the matchup this year. I think that's one of the big things that the splitter trade has brought is a little bit more positional versatility and lineup versatility. Because, kind of like a lot of our big guys were basically the same last year, like off the bench. Like there wasn't a ton of difference between their skill sets, generally speaking. So having splitter, and just by necessity of having to replace Damari, I think we're going to see a little bit more tinkering with the bench, at least especially early in the season.
Yeah, I did give Blaze Moore some second place votes for most improved. Just because I think he's that guy. I think he, reading that article, he's had a tough go. No, I wouldn't say tough go of it, but he's had a fight, and guys who fight to get success where it's not handed to them, I feel that they go a long way. They go a long way in the league. So I think he'll have an improved season for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely my choice for most improved. But I do want to go back. I want to hear more about why Steve thinks Moose is going to be so improved this year. I don't think we really got.
And that's Mike Muscala for people who don't know.
Yeah, the Moose from Minnesota.
And he also looks like a moose. Not really.
We do a live booth session in here. I don't know if you know. I don't know if y'all keep an audience, but I have 3 dogs and a lady in here. Just to make things real.
So that's four more. That's 4 more listeners then.
Right, and they all love the show. All big fans.
Yes.
But I think Moose, for me, is a guy that he's a little bit scrawny, a little bit undersized. Obviously he's not undersized because he's so tall, but he's got room to put on weight to be a bigger presence down in the out, get the rebounds and the guy's got a hustle. The guy's got a shot, and hopefully this offseason, I honestly haven't had a chance to watch too much preseason, but hopefully he's improved his footwork a lot because I think some of the times he looked like he was almost about to break through, but just some of those skill sets were like a year or 2 behind the rest of the NBA. But I think if he can improve his footwork a lot, put on some meat, get some rebounds, the talent's there.
Yeah, my one big thing with him is his finishing. He always that's attributed to putting on weight, and he needs to do that. He needs to bulk up, and because I need to look up the percentages, but I know his from 5 feet and in was not good.
Yeah, no, it was not good. But wouldn't you say a lot of that is based upon him being overmatched down low, just kind of getting in there and being more worried about something other than getting the bucket,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah, but he just needs to have confidence in his footwork and putting his belly on people, so to speak.
Put the belly on your back.
I'm gonna put the belly on your back and put that shit in the paint. Just get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It definitely will be interesting to see. I'm picking Bazemore for most improved. He's got the opportunity there, It's like very much presented to him. He's going to get a ton more playing time this year. I guess he's starting, so it's the opportunity is there if he takes it. If he takes it and like really runs away with it in the first month or 2 of the season, I think you don't mess with the starting lineup, and Tabo, stays coming off the bench.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that too. Dennett or Blaze is starting, and I don't see him even when Tabo gets healthy. I don't really see him challenging. I mean, he could challenge for that starting spot, but I think it's Blaze's to lose.
Yeah.
You know, I think even with Tabo healthy, uh, Bazemore gives you he's got more upside, and he just gives you a little bit more, I think, than Tabo does.
I feel like every time I went to a game last year, I saw some Bazemore crazy dunk attempt that he tried that he like just missed
Or block.
every single game.
Or a block, yeah. I was just gonna say, or just sending people's you know what to the fifth row, man.
Yeah, he's fun to watch, that's for sure.
So will Bazemore
it'll
be
be
matched up
exciting.
against the other team's twos or threes as a starter?
I'd
I
probably
would say
say
threes,
I'd
but
probably say threes. And Corver is a competent defender too. I think he's underrated in some aspects of his defense. He's definitely not great in all aspects, but I think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
You
I
have
guess
a
my point is, I think Bazemore is he's pretty undersized for a three.
His
6'5",
wingspan though
200
is like
pounds.
insane though. Like if you look up his wingspan stats, I forget what it is. It's something crazy.
Yeah. No, I'm intrigued. I mean, I definitely like Bazemore. I'm looking forward to his season, and I think he's probably a good pick for most improved on the team.
what do you guys think about Corver recovering from off-season injury? You think he'll have the same quickness on defense? Because that's obviously always been his shortcoming.
I think he'll be okay. The game, the Memphis game was a game that I watched. I watched pretty much the first half of it. Corver, he looked great. He looked great. He had a couple. He had a dunk, which was, um, that's like finding a unicorn. But he looked great. The shot looked great. He looked balanced. Everything just looked great, and I think he'll get healthy and he'll be ready on
Yeah.
the defensive end specifically because the offense looks great. But
Yeah, I think especially in that last preseason game was kind of when it looked like old Corver all again. So I'm expecting him to keep it up.
yeah, I don't see any reason why why to worry about Kyle Korver. He'll be all right as long as he stays on track and he recovers. It'll probably be, I'd say, maybe I wouldn't even say a week before Korver is in midseason form. Maybe 2 weeks. I
I think
don't know.
he's gonna make it rain all over the Pistons.
Definitely.
All over the Pistons. By the way, Bazemore's wingspan 6'11" and a half.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's longer than my car.
His wingspan is the height of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, that's
Not
insane.
Durant, and I meant Garnett. Sorry.
Yeah, that's crazy though. So
Which
that
also
makes up a little bit for the height.
Lauren just made a good point. That's wrong, Gene. We all know Garnett's tall.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. He's
His
6'12".
listed height.
Yeah, which is wrong. He lies. He's 7'1". You're all welcome for that. He didn't want to be listed as 7-footer. You're all welcome.
Fair enough.
By the way, R.I.P. Flip, son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I didn't want to bring that up yet, but that's such a bummer.
You gotta bring it up. It's a basketball show. He's the man.
I know. We are going to later though.
I think we should get Laura a mic.
We getting
I'm looking for double headsets.
Is anybody else getting feedback right now? Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's figuring it out. All right. Yeah, R.I.P. Flip Saunders,
that's
man.
for me. Who was that?
It
What
was
happened?
Steve. It was Steve. Feedback like crazy.
Oh.
I think he just muted himself or something. I'm not really sure. But yeah, R.I.P.
Adam, you
Flip
there?
Saunders.
Adam
Super
looks
sad.
frozen too.
No, I'm
No,
here.
he's
Okay.
I was
That was
figuring
such a
out his.
bummer,
I
man.
heard a good stat on Corver that I was going to throw in real quick.
Oh
He's
yeah.
played 12 seasons and he's 34 years old, but he only has 23,000 minutes for his career, and it comes out to about 23 minutes per game, which is actually pretty low. So
Wasn't he?
even though he's old, he's
half a season when he was with the Bulls. I want to say he was injured.
Yeah, he was injured with the Bulls for a little bit, but he didn't play a ton when he was first in the league, because he came in with Philly, I think. And then
he didn't
went
start until 2010 with Chicago.
Yeah, and then he went to he was, I think it was Philly, then Utah, then Chicago, maybe. Or
Yeah, you're right.
Like that.
He did start one season with Utah, it looks like. But,
Yeah.
He just
Okay,
didn't play a
I
lot
do
of
remember
minutes.
him playing with Utah. Yeah, but he didn't play a whole lot, and
Yeah.
I
think that
with
bodes
the-
well for his recovery.
yeah, with the emphasis on analytics and 3-point shooting, since 2010 with the Bulls, he hit that spike, and
Yeah.
he definitely, I think he's a little bit of a late bloomer. His prime is definitely a little later. So
Steve, get your right.
I just went ahead and muted him.
Oh, that's better. It's not doing it anymore. I don't know if he's okay.
Oh,
all right.
there it goes.
Okay. Well,
3-man weave intact.
3-man weave. Which is anybody? That should be somebody's basketball podcast name. That's amazing.
We copyright that, so if you want to use it, you have to send us PayPal to atlhawksnest@gmail.com. We will gladly send your cash.
Yeah, we'll take it. Thanks. Oh man. Oh, good. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the games this week. So first up, tomorrow night we're kicking the season off, which is super exciting.
I'm so excited, man. I really hope that I can get somewhere to meet up with you and watch this game, because it's going to be fantastic.
Absolutely. I'm very excited. I'm also looking at the Pistons roster here, and I'm very excited we're starting with the Pistons this year.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about how trash they're going to be. Let's talk about it.
All right, so their starting lineup looks like Andre Drummond, who's legit.
Yeah.
There. Ersan Ilyasova, who had like 2 good seasons. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Just a chucker. He is a chucker, and he's not very good at it.
And Reggie Jackson.
Georgia boy, though, so.
Reggie Jackson, who wanted a starting role somewhere.
And he got it.
Yeah.
The only person you can really say that you're worried about is Reggie Jackson. I mean, I think I know Teague is going to give him fits on the defensive end. He's got a surprisingly long wingspan as well. I don't know what his is, but he could give Teague some fits just because of his wingspan. But Teague's quickness, it's not really going to be fun for him.
Yeah, it'll be. Reggie Jackson's one of those guys who can get hot in one game, and then just like hit everything. We'll see how that works. It'll be interesting seeing the Pistons offense a little bit this year. Stan Van Gundy, good coach, comes up with good systems to fit around his players. It seems like he's trying to do a little bit of what he did when he had Dwight Howard with Andre Drummond, is just surround him at shooters at all positions. That's why they made that trade for Ilyasova, to get them a little bit more shooting to surround him, because that Monroe Drummond fit wasn't always
Yeah.
the best for them. So it'd be interesting. I think if Andre Drummond could shoot free throws, he would be
Unstoppable.
unstoppable. But as it is right now, he's a monster. Like, he's an absolute monster.
The thing with the Pistons also is if they had a pure point guard, to just like throw lobs to Andre Drummond all the time,
Yeah.
they could actually put some scare into some people. But they have what, Reggie Jackson, who, he's decent. He hasn't done a whole lot, but he's been pretty good. And Brandon Jennings, who we all know about his shortcomings.
Yeah. He probably won't even be back till December either.
No.
I just looking at this before, didn't realize.
Oh, and they got one of the Morris twins.
Yeah, Marcus. Also,
that's
Steve
not gonna be a
Blake's
trend.
apparently on the Pistons this year. So random Steve Blake sighting of Steve Blake being on some other team. That'll be
He's
interesting.
also like 1,000. You gotta admit, though.
He'll give you some solid minutes.
You gotta admit, when Steve Blake was at Maryland and he got to the pros, you're like, he'll last a year, maybe two, tops.
Right?
He's carved out this is his 13th year in the NBA. Like, I will give him props for that.
Yeah, he's definitely. He's like the quintessential what you want, like backup point guard to be. He'll come in, do the dirty work, hit open shots, play smart basketball. So you can't really fault him there.
And they have a person on their team named Spencer Dinwiddie.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
I don't know what Witty.
Spencer Dinwiddie. I feel like I recognize his name from college, but I don't quite remember where. Where did he go? Colorado.
I'll flip a coin for who's going to be bum juice. It's either going to be him or Joel Anthony.
Hey, Laura.
I have.
Can you feed the dog?
Ooh, that's a good choice. I was going to go with the human foul machine, Aaron Baines.
Aaron Baines, the Aussie.
Yeah, although I don't.
Australian.
He's Australian.
Yeah.
Oh, no, New Zealand.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
New Zealand. Yeah, that dude, I forget, he had some, like, insane foul rate last year of, like, his time on the court, the number of, like, fouls he committed. He might have led the league. I don't really remember, but...
fouls per second.
Yeah, fouls per second of court time. But yeah, so I don't know. There's some good bum juice candidates on this team.
Yeah, they have quite a few. I'll say.
If you look at their bench, there is
Tolliver, former
there.
Hawk, but
yeah,
he
was not good when he was here.
Yeah, he was part of the all bum juice contingent here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I would definitely say he was bum juice on our team for sure.
No. Yeah. Well, let's just go Tolliver with our bum juice then for this game. Like that's
that would
right.
Be my pick.
I think it's only right. Bring
and
him.
Let's be honest. He looks tired all the time. He looks like he needs to.
He looks like
constantly.
He's been 37 for like 5 years now, and I think he might be 28, 29, 30.
I don't know. Let's find out.
He's born in 85.
30 years old. But
June
the dude looks like he's tired all the time.
Yeah. Like, go take a nap, man. Like, just sleep it off.
I think the most exciting thing for the Pistons this year, and I'll be excited to see what he does, is Stanley Johnson. He's looked really good in the preseason, and I think he's got a chance to do some stuff.
Yeah, I will say I am a little worried about him. I did watch his summer league and the preseason, and he's just a truck.
Yeah. And his shot was a lot better than a lot of people thought too. So, coming out of college.
6'7", 245.
Yeah, he's like LeBron light.
Well, I think there was a lot of like Meta World Peace Ron Artest comps
Yeah,
coming out of school.
I could see that.
Which without the crazy, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, I guess. Um, but really, what this whole rundown has led me to conclude is I'm not worried about the Pistons at all.
Me
No.
neither.
This should be a W.
Vegas has us favored by 7 points.
Oh,
Over
quite the
under at
spread.
197.5.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to take this matchup as a chance to like really practice our newfound defensive rebounding focus. See if we can hold Drummond under 10 rebounds or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good call, Adam, because that's, Drummond is a rebound monster. I mean, that's what, it'll be a nice test to see for sure how he rebound. I fully agree.
Throw Eddie on him for a while just to see what happens.
I want him to see him play at some point tomorrow night. I just want a little taste, just a little taste. Although he'll probably, if we're to be honest, he'll probably be inactive.
You think?
Yeah, I do. I mean, unfortunately, I do. I think he'll probably be inactive tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Y'all talking about Tavares?
Tavares.
Yeah, I think unless it's garbage minutes, unless we're up by 20 plus, I don't really see him playing. I want to see him play, but I don't see him playing at all.
Yeah. All right, so everybody's got this as an easy win, I think. Let's maybe move on to the Thursday matchup, the Knicks. New York Knickerbockers.
The Knicks. Is Steve back in?
He is, but we can't hear him, so I don't know what's going on. Apparently, Sasa Vujacic is on their team.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Even get me
honestly
started.
I had no idea. So
Do we have a new candidate for Adam's boy? He's back in the league. Uh-oh.
Oh man. Sasa Vujacic.
He's got a lifetime membership in my boy squad. He's a my boy Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he's a first ballot my boy Hall of Fame inductee.
I thought he was. Hasn't he been out of the NBA for like 3 or 4 years? Like I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't make the team, did he?
Yeah,
Did he actually make
right
the team?
here. He's right here on their opening roster. He's
Oh
on
my
the
god,
squad.
they must be desperate.
Man, look at their.
Oh
just
wait,
look at
no,
their
he's
roster.
Phil Jackson's boy though. He's
Yeah.
Phil Jackson and Derek Fisher's little boy toy
That's probably why.
Oh god.
from the Laker days.
Yep.
And they have okay, so this team is ripe with bum juice candidates. Like there are so many. I'll run down the list in no particular order, but in particular order. Okay, we have obviously Vujacic, who's number one. We have Lou Amundsen, which
Oh god.
I don't even know how he's in the NBA. I guess if you're 6'9", 220, then you can just stick around. And I don't know, Kevin Serafin or Lance Thomas? Who you got?
Lance Thomas, and I mean you're leaving out Derek Williams, and let's see who else we got here.
Yeah, Derek Williams.
Yep, Derek Williams, Lance Thomas. Man,
Kyle O'Quinn. It's.
Although Kyle O'Quinn's got some skills, he could be okay.
Yeah, he was good with the Magic.
It's gonna be. I feel like. Oh man, I feel like this next season is going to be another train wreck, but like I kind of want to watch it. Like I'm like looking at the roster, and there's a lot of like crazy like combustible components going together here that can make this season really interesting. I wonder it'll be interesting to see how much Carmelo cusses out his fellow teammates this year.
Yeah, I did see how he's trying to be a better leader or whatnot, but I don't know, man. I think you're gonna get the same old Melo. If they're 4-14, the first 18 games, you'll see his hammy start hurting. You'll see the knee. you'll see this and that, and all of a sudden he's shut down for the year. You're like, what happened? I thought this was a new Melo.
Yeah.
I will say probably their best move of the offseason, I think, was signing Robin Lopez. Dude, he's a legit center, you know. He will play defense, get you rebounds, get you a few easy buckets, you know. Like he was good in Portland last year.
Yeah.
He's been a solid player since coming in the league.
Encino Man.
Encino Man. Sideshow Bob, isn't that what they
Sideshow Bob.
call him?
There you go. I
I don't
heard
know.
some Carmelo Anthony to the Miami Heat rumors earlier.
I think I saw that
It's like
too.
That's a really early rumor, but
Yeah.
I don't know. See.
If
It'd be another reason to have more bandwagon Heat fans. Like the Knicks fans who would turn from the Knicks to the Heat, how insufferable would that be?
Ugh.
God,
It'd be the
no
worst.
thanks.
What?
Ugh.
So personally, for me, I've thought about this when he was like looking around last year. If he bought into the system, he would be damn good on the Hawks.
Melo?
I'm just gonna throw it out there. If he bought into the system, he would be damn
Sure.
good.
But the thing is, he can't. It's like he's a black hole sometimes on offense. The ball gets to him, and it doesn't move. It sticks.
Well, yeah.
And ball movement is probably the most crucial element of our offense.
Right.
So,
That's what I
mean,
meant by buying it,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, he would have to
Passing
just
the ball.
he would have to be a completely different Melo, and I don't know if he's ready to face that.
He's not. But
Yeah,
whatever.
I'd say in another probably 3 seasons of losing, he'll probably be ready to think about adjusting his game, but won't.
Man, this team. Kristaps Porzingis. I haven't seen hardly any of him, so I don't really know what to expect at all.
He's
Whatever.
raw. He's raw, and he could be the best. He could be the best big man in 4 years.
Or he could be Andrea Bargnani.
Or he could be baloney pants.
I
Speaking
feel like
of
Yao
which,
Ming is best case scenario for him.
Whoa.
that's
Hey,
I mean, that's
a
great.
damn good scenario.
Yeah.
wait, what'd you say? I missed it.
I think
was
that
not
came
me.
from Steve's computer. He's here but not talking.
The first podcast flatulence belongs to. I thought Adam would have
Hey.
had that one easy.
I'm trying here.
Oh, there he is.
And you also sound better too. So.
Hey, I got my Turtle Beaches working again.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Hey,
Just
there we
threw
go.
him up against the wall one time. Boom. That's what I want to do. The Pistons. Okay, so I need to backtrack for a
Yeah,
second.
no, absolutely.
Okay.
Feel free.
So I jump in. I'm having technical difficulties here, and I'm already, a little on edge. And I jump in, and my friends in Hawks Talk are talking about Steve Blake. I almost wanted all the technical difficulties. What was? I mean, that's some garbage. Adam, is Adam still here? You got to regulate, man. Your commissionerism extends past fantasy football. I need some of the iron fist in this mess. Golly. We're talking a guy that looks like Drama got run over by the tour bus. No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man. That's good. Okay, so I know who Steve's vote is for bum juice for the Detroit
Century? For the century?
Forever?
Forever?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was kind of hilarious.
Woo. I mean, he does. I'll give it to you. He does look like his former college mascot of Terrapin. Definitely
Yeah.
looks like Terrapin.
That's accurate.
It's not far. It's not far off.
Yes.
Oh man, that's really fun. Yeah, I'm not worried about the Knicks. I'm not worried about the
Nope.
Pistons.
That should be a win. Honestly, we have a really easy opening schedule, if I'm to be completely
Charlotte.
honest.
Charlotte
Because why
is
don't we move on to Charlotte next? So we got Charlotte. We play twice in a row. Let's throw this out. Our schedule is
Two
really
for one
weird to
special.
start the season too. We have back-to-back Thursday and Friday night with the Knicks and then the Hornets, and that's back-to-back. The game is in New York, and then we have in Atlanta for the Charlotte game, and then we're in Charlotte again on Sunday to play them right again. It's
Yeah.
a weird schedule.
I haven't really. I can't really say I've seen an opening schedule like that. It's just it's odd. It's odd to knock out so many division games. With the Hornets. That's half of our schedule with them in the first 4 days of the season.
Yeah. Well, especially a division opponent like that too. Like that's
Yeah.
extra weird.
And then we don't play them again until January, and then into February.
Yeah.
So
That is always a game that's easy to get tickets to. That's for sure.
the Hornets game.
Yeah, it's always a good game. We don't even need to discuss who Bum Juice is on the team because
Nope.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows. Just look at that roster. We all know who it is.
I looked right at it. I didn't even have to look anywhere else.
Yeah, I was like, well, that does it. Tyler Hansbrough is on the Hornets this year and is obviously Bum Juice.
Oh God.
My bum juice siren alert radar went off immediately. When I pulled up their roster.
With Mr. Starvin Marvin for buckets, a close second.
Marvin Williams, man,
He's still in the league.
He is still in the league.
That's legitimately surprising.
I'm gonna say the Hornets are. I mean, we're obviously better, and we should beat them in both these games. But I think, well, no, I don't know. They might make They are gonna challenge for like the 8th seed in the East this year, just like last year. It really hurt them with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist going out for the year. That kind of.
Yeah.
Is he officially done for the year?
Yeah, he's done.
Ouch.
Yeah, he's out for the year, which takes away their best defensive player on a team that doesn't have a lot of good defenders. So he kind of is what made that defense.
Kemba Walker, lockdown, book it.
Yeah.
He's like he's never seen a shot he doesn't like.
Nah, man.
He will shoot from everywhere. I think I read the Hornets last year shot the most mid-range jumpers of any team in the league.
Did they also miss the most?
I think so. I think that is also true.
But they do have Linsanity. Let's not be.
They do. Look, what is going on with his hair? Can we just?
I think he's trying to be I think he's trying to go Saiyan level 3, but he's short on the go juice there.
Yeah, he's got to get his hair the right color. He should just. I mean, if you're gonna go for it, just go for it. Dye that shit like bleach blonde and like go full on Super Saiyan, man.
Do it. Don't do it half-ass.
Wow, he really is going for the Super Saiyan look.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of. It's impressively terrible. I'll say that.
Like you kind of want to like keep looking at it.
Yeah.
Like
But
there might be a family of birds that nest in there.
He might have a nest. He might, there might be a ferret in there or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they do have your boy Frank the Tank. Which
I know. He's gonna surprise people with how good he is this year. I think and I give it a month before he's starting over Cody Zeller. I give it a month at most.
Yeah, I don't even think it takes that long.
Yeah, I was gonna say a month. That might be generous. Like I'd say 2 weeks.
You gonna start Kaminsky and Al Jefferson?
Yeah, well, the thing is, Kaminsky's going to stretch the floor for him, and that's really what Al Jefferson needs because
Huh.
you need somebody who can shoot. And, I mean, Kaminsky shot really well from three in the preseason. Let me see if I can find exactly how well.
I got
But
you.
yeah,
I didn't realize he
no,
was a stretch big.
yeah, he was our star last year. Um, we we definitely are going to miss him this year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But no, he would have been a perfect player to fit on the Hawks for sure. He's got the everything you would want from a Hawks style player. Plays unselfish, can play back to the basket, can shoot the three. Lots of.
But do you think that Charlotte reached for him in that spot? I definitely think you're right. He would be better fitted in our system, I think.
Yeah.
But I think that where Charlotte got him, I think they reached just a little bit. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the first 2 weeks, first month, he'll just shock us all and be worthy of that number 9 pick. But I don't know.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah. So. Well, last year in college, he shot 41% from three. Um, I don't know. I don't know why it's not giving me the whatever.
What
Whatever.
did he go all 4 years?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And he just got So he shot 36% from three during the preseason. So he got so much better every single year was the thing. From his freshman year to his senior year, his improvement was just off the charts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think he'll be good for them.
He's also a really good dancer.
His moves in China, that was
critical.
pretty entertaining.
That's critical. I mean, look at Danny Green.
I mean, hey, yes.
You gotta have
Yeah.
you gotta have some step in your game.
Oh man, those Danny Green videos.
Pro.
Yeah,
Oh man.
interesting. They got a nice head case on their team, PJ Hairston.
Oh my God, no
dude
thanks.
punched a high school kid in a pickup game a couple years ago. Probably because the kid punked him, but whatever.
Wait, who?
But yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he got suspended because he punched a high school, a 16-year-old kid or something in a pickup game. I don't know. He's kind of a lunatic.
He also has a very punchable face. PJ
True.
Harrison does.
That-
He's got kind of like the I'm a shooter pig face looking face where he just chucks it all the time, and you really, really just kind of you just want to I don't know.
No,
Smash his
you're
front teeth out.
you're absolutely right, and I'm pretty sure you just segued into a new segment. Most punchable faces in the NBA.
Most punchable face. Huh. Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Well,
Tyler
I'd
Hanfro,
say-
number 1.
I'd say on Charlotte, Hansborough number 1.
It's Hans. I mean, there's no reason to discuss anyone.
We
else.
call it
I'll bet
we call him hands down Hansbro. All right, it's over. He's
I don't
getting
know, man.
punched.
For me, Marvin Williams, he's always going to remind me of what I should have had and never got. You
AKA
know,
Chris Paul.
AKA CP3, AKA the point god. He should still be a Hawk. But Marvin Williams and his dumb, stupid, old man body ruined that for us.
We're not bitter at all here.
Yeah, I'm not bitter. No.
We let things go. It's healthier.
I don't
Yeah.
hold grudges. What is that about?
Oh man. Yeah. Well, I think when it comes down to it, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we are 4-0 come our next podcast.
Yeah,
Would not be surprised.
I'm looking forward to. I get a feeling just coming off of last season that I finally get to watch a team where we are so ingrained and we've been coached into what our system is that you get to watch the other team adjust to how we play. We go out there, we play our game, spread the ball around, um, play great defense, and just see how the chips fall and see how the other team has to react to what we do. And it's a lot less stressful doing it that way.
Yeah, because we never really had a true identity, I would say. I would say what we did, it was ISO Joe and, a lot of
Ugh.
stagnant one-on-one,
Ugh.
just boring basketball. And that was no fun for them. It was no fun for us
It's no fun for
going
them
and watching the games.
either.
Well, I would say it wasn't fun in the sense of we weren't winning anything.
Yeah.
The game, going to the games, the highlight factory, that was awesome. But that's not a winning brand of basketball. And we have stability now, I think. We have ownership stability. We've got stability in the front office, stability in the coaching staff. I think our roster, although, we have some decisions to make, I think our roster is pretty stable. So that's all you want is a calm environment to where your basketball is going to speak for itself and the results are going to speak for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun basketball to watch. That's for sure.
Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna sign off here, guys.
All right, Steve.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
One thing I did
Gonna
kind of
miss
want
it.
to.
What was that?
Hello.
Yeah.
Bueller. One thing I did want to kind of bring up was Tabo's lawsuit and what you think about that. That he will be suing a civil suit for $50 million. I saw.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think it's too low, too high, not enough? I mean,
Well, isn't it
is there
a
any
lot
amount
of
of money? Is there any amount of money that is a good, barometer there? I don't know.
well, isn't a lot of that the you go in a little high so you can in the settlement, you go somewhere, in between
Yeah.
or like more towards what you actually want. But what's interesting, I was talking to somebody about this the other day that it's because he's claiming like loss of like career or something. It's something to do with like his basketball career, and I wasn't clear on that, but I think it was somehow like lost, I don't know, revenue somehow or like, and if it affected his endorsements or something, or like,
I know he's still
his
not
ability
really
to
healthy right now. So
play, like, or like get his next contract or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's hard. It's always hard when it's a suit like this, and like because ultimately that money is, if you're suing a public organization, that's
it's coming
taxpayer
out
money,
of,
right?
yeah, it's coming out of people's pockets.
So, like, that's always like I'm sure the police department there has like coffers for that. Like, there's probably a like special fund for that exact kind of thing. But
Yeah, when we
so it's hard.
when we mistakenly beat somebody down that that wasn't doing anything, we gotta have a
So it's
slush
hard to
fund for that.
Yeah, it's hard to say if that's too much or like what the deal is or like what other people have got in similar situations, or like it matters that he's high profile athlete, or like what the deal is. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see him donate some of the winnings to some
Yeah.
sort of charity or something like that.
Yeah,
I
because
think
let's be
the
honest,
number
he
sounds
doesn't
kind of
need that
high,
money.
but yeah. I think,
Yeah,
like you
he
said,
is-
he'll probably settle somewhere below what it starts out at, and then if he took some of that and then turned around and donated it, I think that'd be pretty classy.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just or help other people, with their cases or whatever they, with just able to assist anybody who needs help, with law enforcement or just police injustice here and there. I'd like to see that as well. That's a good point.
Yeah. Cool.
Take that taxpayer money. It's out of the back. It's out of people's wallets, and people work hard to pay that money. I get that it was obviously a dumb move by those cops and all that, but put it to good use. Put it to good use and try and make this world a semblance of a better place.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was because when I first saw that number, I thought that, wow, 50 million. One, that's a lot. Two, that's a lot of taxpayer cash, man. Like that's roads that I don't know what they, like you said, I don't know what the fund is for paying that, but could use that a lot of other places than going to an NBA player.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously what they did was egregious, and somebody deserves to pay. Some degree.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know that I know what that is or what that number is or how that should all work and whatnot. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that sad note, no, just kidding. So, Adam, you want to hook us up with that trivia question? I'm like super curious. So he primed us a little bit before the show, but I'm very curious about what. So we got a trivia question to end the show. We don't have a viewer question, so we're gonna end it with a trivia question.
If we had the Jeopardy music soundbite, we would play that right now, but we don't. So, next time.
All right, here it goes. In the Mike Woodson era, what player led the Hawks in win shares?
In win shares?
In win shares.
Yeah. For each season, who had the most season? Who led the team the most per season?
Win shares.
And how many years was the Mike Woodson era? Like, just
it was
7.
Was it like? Because
Eight,
it was.
6.
It was the year. It was like 2006, right?
Numbers.
Let me see here.
I think it was like 06 to.
You have 6.
05. 06.
Yeah, it was 04-05 to.
Okay.
09-10.
Yeah, 6 seasons.
10. Who led them in win shares?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Josh Smith.
Colin?
Jeez. I feel like this has got to be like something obscure or like some random player I'm not thinking of.
If he says Tyronn Lue, I'm throwing my head.
Some player I'm not thinking of or something like that. I'm like trying to think.
Tyronn Lue did lead the team in PER one of those seasons.
Kill me. Just end it.
I'm trying to think who like some of the like scrub people. Let's see who like came off the bench for them for those teams even. I'm going to go Horford, even though I know it's probably not right.
Nope.
If you say Mark,
Josh Childress.
Oh my God!
Childress. Oh man!
I knew it was gonna be somebody like that.
Childress.
Afro Josh Childress.
Do you see how like insane he is now? Like he looks like a serial killer.
I have not seen him in a long time.
Look up.
I know he had like that 1 year when he came back. He like played 1 year in Phoenix when he came back from Greece. Was he playing when they had the lockout?
Yeah. He went to Greece. Got paid. Olympiacos, and then came back with Phoenix and was terrible. But I think he was playing in like the Philippines or something, and got suspended for life for I think he did like some like hurricane elbow to somebody's face and like just ended it, like just put their lights out permanently.
My
And
God,
I think
what?
he started a brawl or something too. Um, but I know he looks like a crazy man, like a
Yeah,
certified
hold on.
Captain Insano.
let me pull it up because he looks like Sideshow Bob. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah.
completely honest here. Hold on, let me screen share this. So
So
here he
Joe
is.
Johnson had the other two. Oh,
Yeah, look at him. Look at that. Like what happened to him? Like
Yeah, he was
this is him before. This is before.
that's
Before.
Dr. Baseline.
So here's before and then after. Like what happened? What
Like,
happened?
wow.
He got all Bob Marley'd out and everything.
oh man.
Goodness.
Oh man. I
That was
remember
wild.
he was Dr. Baseline, man. If he was anywhere near that baseline, which was all the time, he was probably converting, getting an and one, doing something. Oh,
Josh
how the
Douglas.
mighty have
Man,
fallen.
that was a mistake going to Greece. Let's be completely honest here. That was
I
a
remember when
mistake.
all that went down, and it was, we took the Celtics to 7 games, and it was like the hottest basketball has ever been in Atlanta. And then Childress was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Greece for like what was it, 8 million, 7 million, something like
Yeah,
that."
something like that. I would be curious because I know you're not necessarily getting all of your money in Greece,
Yeah,
based on some of the basketball stories I've heard, like people with journals or whatever, basketball journals from playing over there. So I wonder how much of that money he actually got.
Yeah.
judging by the pictures you just showed, I'm guessing not a lot. I'm guessing he didn't get all of it. They probably skipped him on a couple checks.
Looks like he's playing in Australia now for the
Australia.
Sydney
It,
Kings.
I I'm gonna try and pull up that elbow.
Oh snap! I forgot about that. Who was it that he elbowed?
Yeah, elbow. Josh Childress elbow is the first thing that comes up. Elbows Flagstaff. What is it? Elbows Wagstaff.
Wagstaff? Is that
Oh
actually
yeah.
somebody's
Oh,
name?
so brutal. Here's the link.
That's wild.
There's the link for it.
Oh my god.
Brutal, right?
I don't know that I want to show this on here. It's bad. Woo!
Like,
That dude did
oh,
All
level
right
with a
then.
pretty awesome pick.
Yeah. Oh goodness. All right. So Josh, I feel like that's like we might need to like find like obscure
like,
basketball players. Like what happened to them? Where obscure place are they playing now? Oh man.
yeah. And if you look at the play, going back to the Smith Childress elbow, if you go back to the play, the beginning of it, he just gets back screened, man. Like
Yeah.
he's mad at the wrong guy, man. That's on your teammate to say, hey man, there's somebody behind you about to crush your shit,
Yeah.
and that's your teammate's fault.
Yeah.
That
Absolutely.
that because it was a great screen. It was a great screen.
Indeed.
I'm sorry. I'm watching this. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Great
Yeah.
screen.
Woo.
That was a perfectly drawn play. And the play works. He gets screened. Guy gets a wide open free throw shot, which that looks like the design play, and he's all mad about it. Like, come on,
I
man.
will say I can't believe that dude on the other team got up so fast. I will notice that as well. Guy got up pretty quick. Getting
Yeah,
his
yeah. I guess it
Adam's
probably
apple
obviously.
jammed in.
Yeah, it looks probably worse than it. I mean, obviously I'm watching on YouTube, but it looked worse than it was for sure.
Uh, all right. With that note, I think
Yeah.
Should
That's a
probably wrap
solid-
it up. Should wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B.
But yeah, I mean, oh man, games start tomorrow.
I'm
Tips start
excited.
tomorrow. So ready, so very ready. It's going to be exciting. Does anybody have anything they want to add before we sign off here?
Nah, man.
Let's play ball. Let's play
Yeah,
some
let's play
basketball.
ball, man.
Hawks.
Yeah.
It's game time.
Yeah. And again, as always, if you guys have any questions out there, you want something talked about on the show in specific, email us at atlhawksnest@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter at atlhawksnest. And yeah, let's get some tip-offs going and go Hawks.
Yeah, go Hawks. If anyone has any bum juice write-ins that you would like to let us know, or listeners, I should say, write or tweet or email, and we'll mention them next show.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for listening, everybody. Go Hawks.